Edunova was formed in 2004. We're an organisation that recognised a need in the education sector. Being a teacher and being a practitioner and working with schools regularly and using IT in schools, it became clear that there was a need in many of our South African schools not to implement technology, but to actually work with teachers and practitioners in understanding how it can be used for effectively sharing and integrating the curriculum with the technology. So not so much about having a computer lab or having just some computers in a school, but to actually say, once the computers are in, what do you actually do with them? I think we've moved beyond needing to justify why technology and ICT is an important aspect of curriculum delivery. However, the focus and the way in which this is implemented is quite critical. It is not surprising that one could walk into many schools that have had computers and computer rooms and labs donated by various foundations and organizations and donors, both locally and internationally, and come back a year down the line to find that either the room is locked up or just not being used effectively, other than maybe for some light-hearted gaming and activity-based work. So the challenge has really been to look at the role that technology actually plays in enabling young people to move forward in their learning and to assist teachers in working with those young people in such a way that they can actually use the technology to create some breakthroughs. So I'd say the big need is to look at integrating the ICT with the technology and with the curriculum, and ensuring that the curriculum and learning needs actually drive and lead the process. The way in which Edunova has decided to tackle and has tackled this issue here in the Western Cape initially has been to partner strategically with education authorities, with funding partners and with education partners to try and tackle some of the more significant problems. Edunova has often espoused and highlighted is the need to actually bring leaders together, senior managers together, educators together, and then learners together. So collaboration is at the heart of learning. An important part of that is as well just the life skills one learns through collaborating, teamwork, working together, listening to other people's opinions and so on, and then taking away from that. How one does that, technology is a tremendous tool to facilitate some of that learning, and that's the key. It just facilitates it. It is just a tool. And we'll see websites, various virtual learning spaces and environments that can collaborate. We're all familiar with social networking tools that demonstrate how powerful it is to network and collaborate. So all Edunova is doing is trying to encourage people to look at specific technologies that can do this. The NGOConnect website is a very good example around where NGOs and in the education sector, schools could actually work together on specific projects. And there is a resource and a space on the internet that people can connect with to not only share challenges and to discuss certain topics, but to actually create breakthroughs. In other words, to share with the intent of creating a solution and finding a solution. Quite often when one moves from school to school or province to province, one sees solutions in one area and people struggling with the same challenge in another area. So to bring those people together, a site such as NGOConnect is very powerful because you're actually bringing a solution to someone who's struggling with the same kind of a problem. Technologies such as that and collaborative platforms have a significant role to play. Given South Africa's context and geography and the location of the urban environments and then all the rural environments as well. As we see technology becoming more or penetrating more into areas that are challenging, some of the rural areas, and connectivity improving, so we need to be looking at the tools and the technologies that can support the rollout of that learning and the impact that that learning can have on a more national and systemic basis. But one has to start with communities of practice and connecting and partnering at a local level before one can take the next step. One example of NGOConnect working with Edunova in terms of creating a collaborative environment for schools has been to bring school principals together, so that once school principals come together and they are spending some time gaining skills, developing awareness around ICT, the NGOConnect website is a platform, once they leave that environment, to go back and actually continue and maintain the actual collaborative work going on.